According to the latest tally, almost 500,000 employees have already signed up for Reflection. First adopters now number in the tens of thousands. It's a complete success.
It's messing up the grid.
It'll mess a lot of things up if we don't stop it. Not the least the host themselves. Once Kruger starts experimenting with the emotional influence parameters on a mass scale, all bets are off.
Sort of a pity we won't get to see it.
No, it's not plastic. Glass is just the testing bed. If Reflection is successful here, the conglomerate will make it mandatory for all employees in Cascadia. It will eradicate what little personal freedom there is left.
Attention! All Tier 4 residents are to evacuate Sky City.
What Plastic is saying is that she's managed to access a bunch of news drones.
We'll be able to follow you all the way up. And I can use them to hack services in the building. Elevators and stuff.
Looks like you're evacuating.
Only a few. They still seem to think that the damage can be repaired. Stay on the move, Faith, but watch out for damaged areas. The glass there might be brittle enough to break under your weight.
Going up. And here we go.
So now they know I'm here.
They were already at high alert following the bombing. They'd shoot at anything.
What can I expect at the top?
Expect the control chamber to have some sort of security in place. We've been unable to find its parameters, so you should assume the worst.
Wish I could be there with you. Figured I'd drop in on the party. Glad to see you're doing good. I can't wait to get Reflection out of my body.
It doesn't work like that, Icarus. The virus will corrupt the carrier signal, which will disable the nanites, but they will still remain inside you.
It's chilly up here.
That's due to the change in air density. I just looked it up. Oxygen content will go down as well, but that's not a serious problem below 18,000 feet. And we won't go that high.
What if they shut down the reflection carrier signal before I get there?
From what we can see, they still expect the building to remain intact. Some have evacuated, but many remain.
They're stupid.
Oh, we might be wrong, Plastic.
Not a chance. I've done the calculations twice.
Plastic, have you ever been wrong?
No.
You'll need your mag to continue upward. See if you can find an attachment point somewhere.
Oh, that's a big fan.
You should be able to ride what the blades are. Use the mag to attach to it and just...
Please proceed to your
This is great! I've reached the top.
You can go through one of the fans, Faith. I'll shut it down. There. Hurry. Their firewalls are a joke. My sister could hack through them, and she's even more stupid than Kuma. Damn it. What? I lost it phone. You must have been hit by falling debris. This section is not stable, Faith. Dropping where you are, Faith. You might not... Go.
sort of atrium.
Great. There's an elevator on the other side.
I've never seen this many trees before. It's beautiful here.
Most employees don't know it, but fresh water is fast becoming a valued commodity in Cascadia.
It's too bad. The rest of the city could use a bit more of this.
Use the vent at the top. Contact Providiente.
There's a huge hole in the wall here.
The explosion tore off one of the rotor blades. You might need the mag to keep going. You're getting close, Faith. Plastic is trying to open the elevator doors for you, but see if you can find another route in the meantime.
Is that a question about it?
Oh. Whoa. Plastic! I need those doors open!
No!
Now!
I'm doing my best.
There's K-Sec everywhere!
I said I'm doing my best. The doors are open. There. They're open.
I made it.
Yes. Kuma's cheering you.
Faith, Dogan here. You should know that I too am tracking your progress with great interest. And let me throw in another on for you. Destroy reflection, and I will be keeping you for drawing. Then you can't claim you're dead, but then you'd have no reason to come visit.
What drawing?
A position which Faith has been craving for some time. I'll let her tell you about it.
There's still no signs of general evacuation.
What about Kruger?
We're not even sure he's in the building. Could be he evacuated just in case.
I've reached the top. Quite a view up here.
That's it, I give in. You are the better runner, Faith.
You're the secret. Faith, the console you want should be in the command center just below you.
I'm here. There's a console here.
That's it. Connect the Omnistat drive and the virus will do the rest. And you should probably expect some guards to show up any minute.
As I suspected. What do you hope to accomplish here?
I'm giving people the right to decide things for themselves.
Oh, Faith, hasn't it ever occurred to you that people might want reflection?
They just want the pretty lie you're giving them, not the ugly truth.
Oh, yes, the truth is always ugly, isn't it? As you should know. It's your mother's work that you intend to wreck, after all.
She never wanted this. You perverted everything she ever stood for.
What do you know of her reasons? You were a child. You're still a child. Wantingly destroying everything around you. I promised your sister that I would capture you alive. Submit and you won't be harmed.
Never.
Biometrics matches database entry. Area off limits. Fate comes. Spotted and verified. Copy.
Damn runt. I should have had you killed with your leech parents.
You've lost Kruger. Your control ends here.
Reflection is not about control. It's about survival.
For you and the other families, maybe. It's time you all withered and died.
By destroying Reflection, you're dooming your dear sister as well.
I'm setting her free.
Hardly. Isabel has a chronic lung condition. With Reflection, we've managed to keep it at bay. Destroy
You're
it.
lying.
Am I? Am I lying? You almost managed to kill her once. Why not just go finish the
Stay
job?
back!
Everyone around you dies, Faith. Did it ever occur to you that maybe you're the one to blame?
Shut up! You killed my family! You killed my friends! And you killed Noah.
What the hell are you waiting for? Stop that thing and kill her!
Cat!
Cat! Stop! Cat! Talk to me! Stop it! I hate you! Stop it, Cat! My name is Isabel! Your name is Caitlin Connors! You're the daughter of Erica and Martin. And my sister. I have no sister. You left me! Cat!
said you died in the riots. With Mom and Dad. I cried for months. And then I convinced myself that you never existed. It was the only way. He killed our parents! I saw it! And he's killed hundreds more for the sake of reflection!
Isabel! Come! We're leaving!
You don't have to do what he says, Kat! You are your own person!
This has gone on long enough! Fire!
No, no, no! Don't understand. I have to.
And that's how it all went down. I wish I could say everything changed. That the employees rose up in disgust over reflection and overthrew the conglomerate. But there was no mass uprising. No riots on the streets. Kruger's sect remained in control. Life went on as before. Or almost. Because something had changed. We'd started something. Something we intend to finish.
Hello, hello, hello. Well, hey guys, this is Zareth here, and that's it. That is the whole. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. That is the whole game. Yeah, that's pretty interesting, huh? We just played the whole entirety of Mirror's Edge Catalyst. This is way after I beat the game, to where I'm finally adding my voice over the credits. Now you may be wondering, well, this is a weird transition to a fast speed to a low speed for the end of this video, because there are some things at the end that if you don't want to watch the credits and you don't want to hear me talk, please skip to the timestamp that I'll go put right up here. You guys can just fast forward to that timestamp, as this talking session is going to take a while. So I'd like to say thank you guys for tuning in and watching me play through this game. My sister had told me that she enjoyed the videos that I talk through, so like the playthroughs that I talk through, but I felt this game was a game that I didn't have to talk through at all, because it was just like that music built that you had to really just listen to instead of me. And that's just the way I felt about it. There were so many things that I messed up on so many times that you guys probably didn't get to see because I cut them out or I just left them in there. Yeah, it's been a really long time since I did play this game, but it was still fun nonetheless. I did end up replaying it just to see where I was. So I played through it. This was the last thing that I did. I got rid of the game, and then I re-downloaded the game and then started playing through it again just to see what it was like. So yeah, the credits ended up being really long. I actually sped it up to 350% normal speed. So it's normally at like 100. So that's 250% more than what it normally is. Just because, you know, the credits were so long that I was like, man, I don't know if I just want to sit through it. So I was like, you know what? No, we're just going to speed up the credits, just get it over with. And so that way you guys can just see the end. Again, you guys can just go to the end instead of hearing me. Or when I end up stop talking, you can just go and skip to the fast forward to the end that way as well. So again, thank you guys for tuning in and watching me play. It was a really fun game, playing as Faith as before the technical first game. So there's Mirror's Edge, and then there's Mirror's Edge Catalyst. And Catalyst is technically like the first installment of the series, although it is a bit weird and complicated. Your sister is working for Kruger, but then again, she was working for Kruger in the first game, but you didn't know in this game, she didn't know that you both were sisters, and that in the end of this game, she ended up becoming the head of Kruger itself. And I don't think that's what happened in the last game. I don't think she was the head of Kruger, so I'm not entirely sure how that whole thing turned out. Again, it's kind of boggles my mind. It really confuses me, but you know, if it didn't confuse any of you guys, that's pretty good, you know. If you guys understood any of it, that's good on you guys. And if you want, tell me, please let me know in the comments below how these two connect in that way, or if she was actually the head of Kruger sect in the first game. I guess she could have mentioned it, but I don't know, because she acts like a normal sister, and that you guys act like sisters, but in this game you don't, and even at the end of this game you don't. Well, kind of. She leaves you alive. Also, speaking of leaving you alive, you're just left there on a freaking cliff that leads down to nothing besides death and destruction. Literally at the bottom of like a cliff, I should say, a free fall, like thousands of meters down. And climbing up this tower, holy crap, the point where you have to use the grappling hook just to get on the wind turbine and go all the way up. That, don't know about you guys, but I have a thing where in games where certain heights, when you jump from a certain height and all the way down, it kind of like freaks me out in a way, because in real life I have a tendency of, if I'm at a really high point, see, I'm not afraid of heights, but in my head, if I'm not, so like in a plane, no, in a plane I would be fine. I don't get this tendency in a plane, so I feel fine with flying. I'm not scared of flying. I'm not scared of the height elevation. That doesn't scare me at all. But when there's nothing around me but the ground on the bottom of my feet, and there's a cliff that's meters down, like 100 meters down, or 100 meters, like feet down, a fall that could injure me and possibly, lead to death, I guess, is that it just makes me really just want to go off of it. I don't know why I have this tendency in my head to just say, hey, that's a cliff, I need to go down. My brain thinks, hey, you're not on the ground, you need to go down there. That's the ground below you. You need to plant your feet on the ground below you. I went to the Grand Canyon one time, and I looked over the edge. My parents told me, hey, don't get too close to the edge. You're gonna freak us out if you do. please come back. And then I turned around and I said, don't worry, I'm not going to fall. And I looked over and I leaned forward, and I was thinking, while I was doing that, leaning forward, I was thinking, just take a step forward and I'll be on the ground where I should be. My feet planted on the ground. And I don't have the thought of self-harm. I don't want to harm myself. I don't want harm to come to me. I just think that in my head that I need my feet on the ground. I know it's below me, and I don't know what it is, that why I think this way. It just happens. But in games, that's what I do too. Like in a game, I say, hey, that's the ground, I need to kind of touch it. And that's kind of how I felt throughout this entire game. I was looking down and saying, hey, I need to jump off of this cliff. And there were parts of the videos that I actually took out of, and it kind of jumped around a bit. That's because I would jump off the side of the building and actually think that, hey, I'm fine, that's where I'm gonna land. Like, so it's not just my real life thinking, it's in-game thinking too. I don't know what it is. Excuse me, sorry. I have no clue why I do that. Maybe it is a fear of heights. I don't know if people with fear of heights think the same way, but I don't fear heights. Like, if I'm up high, I don't go, oh no, I want to be on the floor immediately. I just say, it's pretty nice up here. It's cold. I can enjoy this. Like going in a roller coaster, I go way up. Like Superman, the roller coaster at Six Flags Superman. I went on that, although it was fast, but I didn't think to myself, hey, I need to be on the ground. I was like, wow, this is really fun. And I didn't say at all, hey, I need to be on the ground. I need to get off of this thing. I'm too scared. I don't want to be on it. I don't know what it is. Like being enclosed, I guess in a safe spot, I don't think that way. But if I'm there, I just say, hey, I need to be safer and not high up. I don't know what it is. I can't think of it. If you know anybody with a fear of heights that think the same way, please talk to them about it. Because it's always good to talk about things. So, if you have a friend that's afraid of heights, ask them if they ever feel this way, and try to help them cope with it. So, But other than that, yeah. But this game, let's get back on topic to the game. We enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed it. We, as a collective, enjoyed it. I don't know. It's just a fun game. I would recommend that you guys play it for yourselves. It is on PC and it is on the Xbox. I'm not sure about the PlayStation. I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm not too sure. But still, if it is, go play it. If you haven't played it already, or the first one. The both of them are fantastic games. Even now, it's still really fun. I mean, look at me. I'm not even on the trend of posting things on YouTube that are trending right now. I'm posting things that have been alive and was booming back when these things first came out. Like, I mean, besides the fact that I'm playing another game right now, or Ashen, that I've been playing with Jeff. Ashen is a semi-booming game. It's been out since December. It's been out for 7 months now, though, so I don't know. But we haven't gotten that far into it. Absolver came out, and I had played that game. I finished it, and now I just need to post the video or edit it and post the video, and then I'm done. That's the game. So yeah, this it's a really fun game. I love the aspects of being a parkour person. I think that it's really fun. And that's something I wanted to do. Even with the heights thing that I have a tendency to just think in my head, I still want to do that parkour things. I don't know, maybe I'm just a thrill junkie. I'm a born daredevil, I guess. I don't want to be harmed, but I don't mind if I get harmed anyways. I don't know what's wrong with me. I guess I'm just that person that's crazy. You can call me crazy all you want, guys. I'll believe it. But yeah, I think that's really all I have to say right now about this. Besides to say thank you guys again so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you in another video. So goodbye guys. Recore will be coming out soon. It is done as well. I finished these two games not around the same time, but I did finish Recore, and I want to post them around the same time. So this is going to come first, and then Recore literally like a day or two after. So really expect that final episode to where a bunch of jank stuff happened, and really fun, I guess. So my explanation of the game at the end of that is going to be in Recore, obviously, and there are some end credits in that one as well, if you want to skip to that time frame that I will post in that video as well. As I didn't say it, but I did put it down in the as a title, and you can read it on the screen. That game did take, the end credits for that game did take a while, and obviously it will be on the Recore end credits as well. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.
Joanna Kruger, CEO of Kruger Holdings, today announced the successor to Gabriel Kruger, head of Kruger Sec and missing since the terrible events in Glass recently. Kruger will be superseded by his daughter, Isabel, who, while still mourning her...
Well, I have to go.
...claims to be excited by the challenge...
Your sister's the new head of Kruger Sec. Interesting. Plastic made a breakthrough with Kuma. I'm off.
...for the failed reflection launch and promised a full investigation into what happened. Millions of
I am sure glad to be rid of that crap. That's one I owe you forever, Faith. So, what are you gonna do next?
I'm gonna run.